excited that it's fall, even though where I live, it does not feel like fall at all whatsoever. But anyway, just to get kind of in the fall spirit, I have been doing a kind of warm brown smoky eye. I've been doing like a berry kind of wine color lip with it, more berry than wine, I think. So I just figured I would hop on here and show you guys what I've been doing lately for this fall look. So if you want to see what I've been doing, just keep watching. Alright, now that I've got you zoomed in and up close and personal with all the wonderful skin imperfections going on, oh well, it is what it is. We're going to work with what we got. I do want to throw this out there before I get started that a couple of the products I'm going to be using, including the lip color and one of the eyeshadows, are from SeneGence. And if you're not familiar with SeneGence, they're best known for their like their LipSense products, but it is a brand that you cannot just walk into a store and You can't walk into a store. You can't walk into a store and purchase. You do have to order it through a distributor. So if you're interested in any of the products, I will link my Facebook group down below so that you can go there and check it out and order that way. But I do want to throw it out there that I fell in love with these products before I became a distributor. So the only reason I became a distributor was because I loved the product so much. So that is why I'm using these, because I wanted to show you guys what I've really, truly been using for this makeup look. And so I'm just going to use the real products that I've been using. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I normally do, and I've got like all of my junk just thrown in this makeup bag, so you're going to have to bear with me while I dig through it. Alright, the first product that I use is just a MAC Pro LongWear concealer, and I am pretty fair right now, like I don't have any tanner on, so I am in NC15, which I'm pretty sure is like one of the lightest shades they make. But I love this concealer. I've been wanting to try the Tarte like Shape Tape concealer, but I'm just so loyal to this because I know that it works, and once you put it on, it just doesn't move, and it covers really well. And I remember when the Urban Decay one came out, and I can't remember exactly what that one was called, but it got really popular and everybody loved it. So I tried that one, and I mean, I liked it, but I still didn't like it as much as I liked this one, so I ended up going right back to this one. So now I'm kind of like afraid to try the other ones, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try the Tarte one because I've heard really good things about it, but for right now I'm sticking to what I knew. So this is what I do. Basically, I just kind of cover up the imperfections the best I can that I have. And since it's about to get a little bit cooler, I might get something that's a little more full coverage. I really want to try the Make Sense foundation from SeneGence, but I have not worn liquid foundation in like a couple of years. This is what I've been using. It's the Celebration Foundation Illumination from It Cosmetics. And this is what the inside looks like. I've hit pan on this. This is my second one of these, and I've used this for over 2 years, so it lasts a pretty good long while. And I'm in the shade medium, just if you're curious. And this brush that I'm using right now came with the foundation. I got it as a kit on QVC. So if you like a lighter coverage or a powder foundation, I definitely recommend this one. It's amazing, and it does give really good coverage for a powder foundation. It's just not as full as like a liquid or a cream foundation. But this is what I've worn for about 2 years now, and I really like it. I feel like I'm going super fast, so hopefully this turns out okay. So basically I just put on the foundation, put on the concealer, and then I just kind of press this in over it. And this is really buildable too, so if you do use like a powder foundation, you can always add more layers, but one usually is enough for me. And then I put a little bit on my neck just so there's not a line. Okay, so the next thing I go in with is an old blush palette from Coastal Scents. And this just has like all kinds of fabulous colors. There's corals, oranges, like bright pinks, even some browns if you want to bronze with it. I have been using a little bit of all of these, but today I think I'm going to mix these two right here just to give kind of like a peachy pink lighter color, just because I'm going to go so heavy on the eyes and the lips. So I'm just gonna mix those. And the brush that I'm using is just an old tapered blush brush from Bare Minerals that I've had forever. And I'm just gonna kind of dust this on my cheeks. I don't want to like swipe back and forth and make just a line of blush. So I'm just gonna kind of dust this lightly and then kind of sweep what's left on my brush, sweep it back towards the top of my ear so that it is gonna go up that way, but I didn't want like a harsh blush line right there. I want it to look a little more natural and just kind of flushed. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get started on my eyes. The first thing I'm going to use is one of the ShadowSense shades from SeneGence. This is their ShadowSense, which is like a cream to powder eyeshadow. This one is in the color Mocha Java Shimmer. So it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but I love this stuff because it works, like you can put it in your crease as a transition shade, or you can put it on your lid. I put a little bit on my lid and then up into my crease, just because it acts kind of like you can wear this on its own, but I really like wearing it as a base color, almost like an eyeshadow primer, because it adds a little bit of color into your crease. But also when you put on the powder eyeshadows that I'm going to put over this, it helps them stay put and not crease also. Like they kind of just stick to this, and so it doesn't move. And that's why I really love this, because my eyelids get really oily throughout the day, and this stuff, when it dries to a powder, does not move. It doesn't crease, it doesn't flake off, there's no fallout from it. I'm just taking kind of a big fluffy brush and just blending that all over my lid and my crease area and up toward my brow bone, but I'm not going all the way to my brow bone with it. But you can see, like when you first put it on, it's darker, and then when you blend it out, it's super blendable, which I really like because it allows you to build on it. If you want it light, you can keep it light, or you can add more layers to it and darken it up a little bit and just keep blending until you get the color that you want, which, like I said, I really like. So I'm just going in now and putting a second coat because I want the color to stay not dark, but I still want you to be able to see it in my crease. So I just wanted to darken that up a little bit and add a little more definition to the crease of my eye. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm just going to take whatever's left over on this brush and kind of sweep it under my eye just a little bit. I like doing it with whatever's left on it because it adds like a little bit of color and shimmer underneath your eye, but not a lot. And then I go back in later with a pencil brush and really define the bottom or the lower lash line. So after I apply that, I am going to be using a palette that is from Tarte, and this was one of their holiday palettes that came in a kit from QVC, so I'm honestly not sure what this is called, and I lost the little plastic piece that had all the names of the eyeshadows on there, but I will show you which eyeshadows I'm going to be using, and then you can kind of just use like a dupe for it if you have one. But really and truly, any brown colors will work. These are going to have a little more of like a red tone to them, or a red undertone to them, so any kind of like warm browns will work fine. So I am going to go in with a blending brush. It's an E25 brush from Sigma, and I am going to use this color right here from Tarte, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush, and all I'm going to do is just tap that in the corner of my eyelid, and then whatever's left on the brush I'm going to gently like bring up into the crease area. I don't want to bring it all the way up to my brow bone because obviously I don't look like I got punched in the eye, but I'm just using it to deepen up that corner and then bring a little bit up into the crease, and then I'm just going to blend all of that out. I want to keep the majority of the color on the outer corner of my eye because this is a smoky eye and I don't want it to be too dark or too smoky, so I'm going to leave the corner just with a little bit of that ShadowSense color, and then I'm going to go in and lighten that up in just a minute, but I'm just darkening and adding some definition to the outer corner of my eye. So I'm just adding that to the outer corner like that. And then I am going to go in with a big fluffy brush. This one's also from Sigma. It's the Tapered blending brush and it's the E40. There's nothing on this brush at all. I'm just going in and blending what I just put on my eye so that I can blend it up so that there's no harsh lines, and I'm blending it kind of into that ShadowSense color. There we go. I feel like eyeshadow looks so weird with no mascara on. I think I would rather, like, if I got stranded somewhere and I can only have one makeup product, it would probably be mascara, if I'm being totally honest. Alright, now I'm going in with just an eye shading brush. This is the E55 from Sigma. I feel like I'm throwing it back because I don't ever see people using Sigma brushes anymore, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to stay in the same Tarte palette just because all the colors I need are in this palette. And I am going to mix this color right here and this color right here. This is more of a yellow based highlighter and this is more of a peach based. So I like to mix both of them, but any just highlight shade that you want to use is totally fine. One of these is very matte and the other one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't like my highlighter to be too shimmery if I use eyeshadow that has shimmer in it, because to me it's just too much. But if you like glitter and shimmer, you do your thing. This does have a little bit of a shimmer, and like I said, if I use matte eyeshadows, then I'll use the one that has shimmer in it, but I'm just not about that glitter life on my eyes. But if you are, hey, you rock it, girlfriend. Alright, so I'm just going in and highlighting up towards my brow bone and just kind of blending that into that brown. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush. This one is also from Sigma. It is the E30. And it's just your standard, I don't know if you can see that, it's just your standard pencil brush. I am going to take both of those colors that I just used on my brow bone, and I'm going to put those in the inner corner of my eye just to add a little bit of brightness to the inner corner. This just makes you look a little more awake, but nothing too terribly dramatic. And now I'm going to go back in with that same exact brown shade that I used that's right here. And I'm going to start on the outer corner because, again, you want the majority of the color on the outer corner of your eye. And then I'm just going to drag it inward, whatever's left on the brush. And now I'm just going to kind of sweep back and forth just to add some definition to my lower lash line. Okay, so call me crazy, but I have been doing this right here for a little over a year, and every now and then I will put eyeliner on, but I do not know what is wrong with me. I do not like putting eyeliner on anymore. I would rather just use a darker eyeshadow. If you feel the same way, will you leave me a comment? So I'm not alone in this, because I feel like everybody puts on eyeliner, and I think half of it is because I don't like taking it off. But I don't know, like, it just looks really harsh on me, I think, and my eyes are pretty narrow, and it makes my eyes look even more narrow. So I've gotten to the point that I don't even like putting eyeliner, like, on my eyelid. Maybe it's lazy, maybe it's lazy. I don't know, I just don't like it takes too long to me. So I would rather just use this. Okay, so I went ahead and added some of those brown shadows to my lower lash line, and I have a little bit more on my brush, so I'm just going to go in right in this outer corner, and I'm not even dragging my brush like all the way in. I'm just going back and forth right here just to darken that up a little bit more, because sometimes when you blend you lose a little bit of that depth in your color. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then I'm also, where I'm going back and forth right here, I'm going to go out a little bit and then circle back down around my eye, just so that my upper lash line and my lower lash line are kind of connected. Because when you get that eyeshadow right in here, that's what creates that smoky, deeper eyeshadow look. Alright, and that is it for eyeshadows. Super, super easy. If you want to go back and blend a little bit, blending is always a fabulous idea. But all right, nothing too crazy, super easy. All you need to do is apply a transition color in your crease. And like I said, I like to use the SeneGence ShadowSense because it kind of acts as a base to where these eyeshadows now won't crease or move. And by the way, I said I would show you this. Now that it's kind of dried, there's that color, and I'm rubbing and it's not moving. That is why I love that eyeshadow. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is go in and fill in my brows. I have been using a brow pencil from Maybelline, and it's the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo. So one side is like your standard brow pencil, and then the other side has a little sponge on it that has the same color powder in it, and this just kind of helps darken the color and blend it, make it not look so harsh, I guess. But to be completely honest with you, I don't use this because to me it makes my eyebrows just look too dark. So I lightly fill them in with this pencil and then just kind of brush them out and go like that. My eyebrows are horrible. I've never liked my eyebrows. They grow straight down and they're not super thick and filled in, and I don't know, I've never liked my brows. Like, I can barely get them to arch. And I'm trying right now they just look a hot mess because I'm trying to grow them back out and kind of start over with the shape of them. But I don't know, I've never had really good eyebrows. So if you have any suggestions on what to do, please leave me a comment down below. I'm desperate. Sorry about that, my camera just decided that it was gonna stop recording. Alright, so anyway, what I was saying was I've considered getting my brows microbladed, but I'm so afraid that I won't like it and it'll be permanent on my face. Not permanent, but you know, semi-permanent. So I'm kind of, I don't know, like I'm scared to get them microbladed, but I don't know, maybe I should try it. But it is what it is. God gave me these brows, so I'm gonna rock them. Alright. So after I fill those in, I like to go in with a spoolie or a little brow comb and just kind of blend those out a little bit because I don't want them to be too dark. Alright, so next I'm going to do my mascara, but before I do that I'm going to curl my eyelashes. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara. The one that I'm using right now is the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I always go in and do my lower lashes first just because I feel like if I do my upper lashes first and then I have to look up to do my lower lashes, it gets mascara all over my eyelids and that's just aggravating, so I do my lower lashes first. I always want to do like this, and I really don't think it makes it any easier to apply your mascara. It's just habit. See, there I go. I can't help it, I'm sorry. While that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and do the top. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to go ahead and do one more coat of mascara. And now I'm going to go in with the lip color and I will show you what that looks like before I start applying it. So these are all the LipSense like tester colors that I have right now, and I am going to go in with this dark berry shade right here. It is called Lexie Berry, and this is one of my absolute favorite fall colors. I just opened this and tried it the other day and fell in love with it. It's not too dark to where it's wearable if you're tan, if you're dark complected, if you're super fair. You can totally wear this color. And the thing that I like about the LipSense shades is if there is one that's too dark for you, you can layer it with something lighter and lighten it up a little bit. But to me, I absolutely love this color just by itself. So this is what it looks like in a tube. Alright, so again, this is Lexie Berry. And for LipSense, if you're not familiar with it, you apply 3 layers of it, but they're really thin layers and you can't go back and forth. Like you start on one side and you just do a swipe over. Alright. Are so pretty. And you can't touch your lips together. while it's drying. So it's kind of hard to talk with it on. I feel like this could be a challenge tagged video. Alright, I'm gonna do the top. This is hard on camera. Alright, this is one shade, or one coat. I got two more. But look at how pretty this color is for fall. So now I'm going in with the second coat. Last coat. This is also really good for your lips because it exfoliates the dead skin on your lips, and my lips are always chapped and I'm horrible. This is why we're not supposed to talk. I'm horrible at biting my lips, but ever since I've been using LipSense and the SeneGence lip balm at night, my lips have never been this smooth. Okay, so after you apply that, you can apply either a matte gloss if you want a matte look, or a glossy gloss if you want it more glossy. I like the way the glossy gloss feels a little bit better, but for this look, I want a matte berry lip, so I'm gonna go in with the matte shade. Lips are done. Oh, and just to show you guys that it doesn't come off, I just use this applicator and it's still completely white. There's nothing on it. So this stuff is amazing and doesn't move. And just to show you guys, I'm rubbing my lips. Nada, nothing. So LipSense is fabulous for the fall, for the holidays. I'm gonna be wearing a red lip this year for sure because now I have something that won't get on my teeth. But anyways, alright guys, this is the completed look. But this is what it looks like up close. And again, you can always like darken it up. You can add other colors. You can do this kind of smoky eye with anything. It's really pretty also with like really dark, deep green colors. But I've just been doing it with these kind of red undertone, warm brown colors for fall. But this is a super simple way to get a good smoky eye. And like I said, a good fall lip color that won't... I know you totally wanted to see my teeth, but I was trying to show you that it doesn't get on your teeth. Alright, zooming you out just a little bit so I can say bye. Alright guys, that is it for this look. Super simple, super duper easy, and most of these products will stay put. That's a tongue twister. Alright, most of these products will stay put. Like the ShadowSense will not crease on you. This lip color will not budge, won't go anywhere. So it's a really great color for fall if you're going out, date night, whatever. It's awesome. I will be wearing this probably all fall because I'm obsessed with this look, and it's super easy and super quick, so that's always a bonus. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome fall season. Hopefully it'll cool off. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you guys have a fabulous and a blessed week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!